Yeah. Yeah. Sun comes up slow, over rooftops made of tin. Same corner store opening, same faces walking in. I know this block like the lines across my palm. Every crack in the sidewalk, every hustle, every calm. Before the noise, before the traffic starts to build, there's a silence on these streets that's honestly fulfilled with something close to peace. Before the day gets loud, before the block becomes a stage, becomes a crowd. Kids lining up for school with backpacks half their size. Mom's already tired before the sun's even wide. Old man on the porch, same coffee, same routine. Living proof this neighborhood holds more than what it seems. I walked these blocks as a kid, now I walk them as a man. Every step's a memory, every step's a plan for something better, even if the ground stays the same. It's the kind of morning that don't never get a name.
Another day, another sunrise on the block. Another chance to make it, another chance to talk to the ones who came before us, to the ones still here. Another day, another year, another day. We rise and carry on. Every struggle turns to something that we lean upon. This the rhythm of a life that keeps on moving through. Another day.
Yeah.
Me and you, same alarm at 5. Same kids I gotta feed, same bus that's always late, same hustle that I need to keep this house together, keep the lights all on. Same block that raised me tough before the day is gone. I see the morning different than the men out on the street. I see the mothers pushing strollers, moving on their feet toward a job that pays too little for the work we do, but we keep showing up, that's just what women through. This life I've always done, keep the family alive, keep the culture, keep the laughter, keep the block survive. I love these streets even when they don't love me back. There's a kind of loyalty that this whole block don't lack. By noon the block's alive, kids playing after school, old heads on the corner talking, keep it cool. Evening brings the smell of dinner through the air. Another day was hard, but another day we're here.
It ain't about escaping the day. It's about finding a reason to be grateful for it anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Nightfall's different here. Shadows learn your name. Every corner got a story. Every silence has a flame waiting to ignite if you don't read the signs right. Chess game on the block. Every move under the light of a street lamp flickering like it's scared to stay on. Learn to walk with eyes open from the break of dawn till the moon takes over. To the block goes still. Sinister ain't the people. It's the weight, it's the drill of surviving something heavy without letting it show. Every step calculated, every face you gotta know. This the kind of quiet that be louder than a scream. Living in the shadow of a block that never sleeps clean.
In the dark, still I rise through the shadows, through the lights. Sinister streets, watching close. Still I walk where danger grows. I know every alley like the back of my own hand. Know which door stays open, know when not to stand too long after midnight. Know the signals in the air. Grew up reading danger like it's written everywhere. Ain't no fairy tale out here, ain't no gentle breeze. Learn to move in silence, learn to read the streets. Sinister don't mean broken, means we adapted quick. Turned our fear to instinct, turned our pain to trick of staying 3 steps ahead of anything that's wrong. Different kind of rhythm, different kind of song than the one they hear in safer neighborhoods at night. Ours got shadows in it, ours got a different kind of light.
Some blocks don't sleep. They just watch with one eye open. Yeah. Grew up learning silence like another language spoke. Every endless street corner was a lesson, was a code. Sinister ain't the block itself, it's what the block's been through. Neglect that turn the shadows, turn the skies a darker blue. Still we find the rhythm even when the night gets tight. Still we find a melody up under sirens light. This the kind of story that don't make it to the news. Just the ones who lived it know the real weight, the true cost of every shadow that we learn to navigate. Every silent corner that we learn to calculate. Sinister's just a word for something misunderstood. Survival dressed in darkness, still trying to find the good.
In the dark, still I rise through the shadows, through the light. Sinister streets, watching close. Still I walk where danger grows.
Learn to tie my shoes from watching older kids on the block. Learn to be a man from trial, error and the shock of realizing early there was no one coming home to teach me what a father does. So I figured it alone. Birthdays came and went with just a card, sometimes not even. Learn to hide the disappointment, learn to keep believing that his absence wasn't proof that I was less than whole. Just a missing piece I had to carry in my soul. Basketball games with empty seats where it should have been. Learn to cheer myself on, learn to be my own best friend. Every man in that house joke they made when I was 10 became a heavy crown I wore again and again.
I found my strength in silence. I found my peace in pain. Growing up without you, still I rise again. I carry love, not bitterness. I carry hope, not blame. Growing up without you made me who I am today.
Yeah.
I watched him grow up, asking questions I couldn't answer. Watched him search for something missing, called it like a cancer. Some nights he stayed quiet, some nights he rage and cry. I held him close and told him we don't need to know why. I played both roles the best I could. Some days I fell short, some days I was his mother and his father, his support system. And I know it wasn't fair to either one of us, but we made it work with love, made it work with trust. I watched that boy grow stronger every single time he fell. Watched him build himself up from a story hard to tell. And now I see a man who turned his pain into his fuel, turned an empty space into a lesson, not a rule.
Some men are raised by fathers,
Oh,
some men are raised by absence
yeah.
and choose who they become anyway.
Oh,
Now I'm older, understand it wasn't all his fault. Some men carry battles that they never had a vault big enough to hold. Some pain just multiplies. Guess he couldn't fight the war behind his own eyes. I don't hate him, just a stranger with my nose, my walk. Sometimes I catch myself talking just like how we talk. Genetics is a mirror, even distance can't erase. But I built my own definition, found my own place as a man who shows up different than the one who left. Learned to turn an empty space into my greatest strength. Every lesson that he never taught, I learned it twice as hard. Now I stand here whole, no longer just a broken shard.
found my strength in silence. I found my peace in pain. Growing up without you, still I rise again. I carry love, not bitterness. I carry hope, not blame. Growing up without you made me who I am today.
Yeah. Yeah, Mirror got a voice that talks louder than my own. Tells me every step I take could turn my dreams to stone. Fear failing harder than the fear of getting hurt, cause failing feels like proving everybody right. That's worse than any punch I ever took out on these city streets. Fear don't leave no bruises, but it cuts down to the feet of every dream I'm chasing, every risk I'm scared to take. Wondering if all this hustle is a difference I can make. Family watching close, expectations stacking high. Every you got this feels like pressure in disguise. I smile and keep it moving, but inside I'm holding tight to a rope of doubt that pulls me back into the night. Late night, staring at the ceiling, running numbers in my head, counting all the ways tomorrow might leave me for dead. In the eyes of everyone who bet their faith on me, fear got a way of making failure all you see.
Even when the winds are stacking, even when the proof is there, doubt still finds a corner, doubt still finds a stair to climb into my thoughts and whisper not enough. Learning how to silence it, learning how it's tough but necessary. Learning fear and growth can coexist. That the shaking in my hands don't mean I don't persist. It's okay to be afraid. Doesn't mean you'll fall apart. Every fear you've ever faced made you stronger from the start. Breathe through every doubt you face. Trust the fire in your heart. Even shaking hands can heal. Even broken steps are.
I know that fear, I wore it like a second skin for years. Every choice I made was drowning under all my tears of what if I mess up and what if I'm not enough. Learn that growth don't come from easy, learn that it comes rough. I stopped asking for permission to be scared and still keep going. Learn that courage ain't the absence of the fear that's showing. It's the choice to move anyway when everything feels heavy. Learn to trust myself even when my hands ain't steady. Now I tell my little sister, tell her every single day, fear is just proof you're doing something worth the price you pay. Failure ain't the end and it's a page and not the book. Every scar I carry taught me how much strength it took. I remember starting over more times than I can count. Every setback felt like drowning, felt like going under, but I learned to swim in doubt instead of letting it consume. Learn to plant new seeds of courage even in the darker room. Watch my mother do the same when the world gave her no choice. Learn that fear is just static if you don't give it a voice loud enough to drown the vision that you're building day by day. Now I walk in my own power. Now I found another way. Fear don't mean stop. Fear means you care enough to keep going anyway. Years later, looking back at all the nights I doubted me, I see the fear was just a teacher, not my destiny. Every failure that I feared became a stepping stone. Every risk I took in silence helped me find my own definition of success. Not the one they handed me, not the one built off comparison of vanity. Learn that failing forward beats a standing still. Learn that fear's a passenger, but I'm the one who drives the wheel. Now when doubt creeps in at midnight, I don't fight it anymore. I sit with it, I breathe with it. I open up the door to understanding that it's human, that it's part of growing strong. That the ones who seem fearless just learn to carry fear along without letting it decide the moves that they gon' make. Learn that courage isn't calm, it's moving through the shake in your hands, the tremble in your voice, the doubt behind your eyes. Real strength was never about never getting terrified.
It's okay to be afraid. Doesn't mean you'll fall apart. Every fear you've ever faced made you stronger from the start. Breathe through every doubt you feel. Trust the fire in your heart. Even shaking hands can heal. Even broken steps are hard.
Yo. Grew up with him since we were 7. Shared the same block, same broken bike, same dreams, same hand-me-down clothes and socks. Split my last dollar with him more times than I can count. Never thought loyalty was something I would need to doubt. He knew my mother's name, knew the pain behind my eyes, knew the nights I couldn't sleep, knew all my alibis. Thought that kind of history was armed against betrayal. Thought a bond like ours was built too strong to ever fail. Turns out closeness ain't protection. Turns out trust can still get sold for a price much smaller than the years of loyalty I hold. Found out through the streets before he ever told it to my face. Found out my own brother put put a target in my space. Still can't wrap my mind around the reason, around the why. Some nights I replay every memory, wonder what's a lie and what was real between the laughter and the plans we made. Guess some bonds get built on sand, no matter how deep they lay.
Never thought that you'd be the one to take the trust and watch me run. Closest wounds cut the deepest of love, betrayed by the ones I trust. Healing slow, but I'll get through. Even pain from loving you taught me lessons, taught me strong. I carry on,
I trusted her with secrets that I never told nobody else. Told her about my struggles, told her how I really felt to carry weight alone. She said, I got you, we's a team. Turns out team is something different than the loyalty I dreamed. She took the plans we built together, sold them on her own. Took the connections that I made and left me here alone to rebuild what took me years. While she profits off my name, learn the hardest way that closeness don't prevent the same kind of betrayal strangers do. Sometimes it's worse when it's someone near, cause they know exactly where to cut to make it disappear. The trust you have for anyone who looks a little like they safe. Learn to check my back with people wearing sisterhoods on face. Still I found a way to rise up from that broken trust. Learn that loyalty gotta come from action, not from just the years you spent together, not the history you shared. Now I'm careful who I open up to, careful who's really there. Sometimes the deepest cuts don't come from strangers. They come from the ones who knew exactly where you were soft. Took some time to understand that pain don't mean I'm broken. Took some time to trust again after that trust got token. Wised up but ain't turned cold, still love the ones who real. Just learn the difference now between what's loyal, what's the deal. Still got people around me now who prove themselves through storms. Not through blood or history, but through actions, through the forms of loyalty that show up even when it ain't convenient. That's the kind of trust I'm building now. Patient, not lenient. To the ones who wanna cross me thinking closeness is a pass. I done learned my lesson, then learned it hard, then learned it fast. Betrayal taught me more about myself than loyalty ever could. Taught me how to spot the fake before it does more harm than good. Still I move with love though, still I keep my heart open wide. Just protect it better now, keep my circle qualified by actions, not by history, not by how long you've been around. That's the only way I'm building trust from solid ground.
Never thought that you'd be the one to take the trust and watch me run. Closest wounds cut the deepest of love, betrayed by the ones I trust. Healing slow, but I'll get through. Even pain from loving you taught me lessons, taught me strong. I carry on, I carry on. I carry on. I carry on.
Yeah. Yeah, feel like the whole world stacked against me since the day I woke. System wasn't built for people looking like the ones I know. Every door I tried to open had another lock installed. Every dream I chased got met with reasons why I stalled. Learned early that ain't nobody coming to save the day. Learned to be my own foundation when the ground gave way. Under promises that people made but never kept it full. Learned to trust the mirror more than any other soul. Some nights it's just me in silence, me and all my doubt. Fighting battles in my head before I ever step out into a world that judges first and asks questions never. Learn to build my armor thick, learn to stand up clever. Even when it feels like everyone that wrote me off. Even when the odds are stacked, even when the cost of just surviving feels heavier than climbing every day. I keep moving forward cause retreat ain't never been my way.
It's me against the world tonight,
but I still stand up, still I fight.
No one here to hold my hand.
Still I rise,
still I stand. Me against the world alone,
but I turn this pain to stone.
Solid ground beneath my feet, even standing so low, I'm complete.
People love to count you out before you even start the race. Love to judge your whole existence off the shadows on your face. I've been fighting since I opened up my eyes to see the light. Learn the world don't hand you nothing, learn to claim what's right by working twice as hard as anybody standing there. Learn to turn the doubt they throw at me into my atmosphere. Motivation, learn that lonely don't mean I'm alone. It just means the ones who matter haven't found me yet, not grown into the circle I'm building brick by brick with time. Every setback taught me lessons, every struggle made me climb higher than the limits people try to set for me. I'm not fighting for permission, I'm just fighting to be free from the boxes that they built for us before we learn to speak. Learn that strength ain't being fearless, strength is rising when you're weak. And you still refuse to fall completely, still refuse to quit. Even when the world feels heavy, I refuse to fold to it. Sometimes it's you against everything. And that's exactly when you find out what you're made of. Yeah, years of being counted out done built a different kind of drive in me. Every doubt they had just proved I meant to thrive. Not despite the odds against me, but because of what they taught. Every obstacle's a teacher if you take the lesson broad. I ain't fighting out of anger, no more fighting out of love. For the life I'm building, for the pieces fitting like a glove. Made specifically for hands that had to work for everything. No handouts, no free passes, just the grind and what it brings. Now when people see me stand and see the peace behind my eyes, they don't see the battles fought in silence, don't see all the times I couldn't quit, but chose to push through anyway alone. Turn an empty battlefield into a kingdom of my own. Me against the world became me building with the world. Once I understood my power, once my story got unfurled, and it's something bigger than the fight it took to get right here. Standing tall, no longer solo, but I earned every year.
It's me against the world tonight,
but I still stand up, still I fight.
No one here to hold my hand,
still I rise,
still I stand. Me against the world alone,
but I turn this pain to stone.
Solid ground beneath my feet, even standing solo, I'm complete. I'm complete. Yeah. Ain't never had a love that felt this steady, felt this real. No games, no guessing, just a bond that we can feel. Growing stronger every season, every high and every low. You the kind of peace I didn't know that I could know. We built this from the ground up, brick by honest brick. No shortcuts, no illusions, nothing fake or slick. Just two people choosing daily to show up in the state. Choosing love that acts like love and not just words we say. You listen when I'm talking, really listen, not just wait for your turn to speak your mind. You honor what I state, and I do the same for you. That's the difference, that's the key. Respect before the romance, that's the recipe. For something built to last beyond the butterflies and rush. Something rooted deep enough to handle any push from the outside world that tries to shake what we have made. It's the kind of love that doesn't wither, doesn't fade. Love and respect, hand in hand, that's the way we understand. Real love ain't about control, it's about honoring the soul. Love and respect, side by side, nothing here we gotta hide. Real love left you when you fall. Love and respect, that's it all. I watched my mama sacrifice her voice to keep the peace. Told myself that when I love, that pattern had to cease. I wanted partnership, not silence dressed as harmony. Wanted somebody who could see the whole of who I be and love that part, not shrink it down to fit a smaller box. Found a love that celebrates me, doesn't ever mock the dreams I chase, the goals I set, the fire in my chest. Found a love that pushes me to always be my best. We argue like real people do, but never disrespect. The space between our differences, we always redirect. Back to understanding, back to listening, back to care. That's the difference between love that's fleeting and love that's rare. I used to think that love meant giving up who I became. Now I know that real love only fuels that very flame. Higher, brighter, stronger with a partner by my side. Not holding me back, but matching every step in stride. Real love doesn't ask you to become smaller. It grows because you both refuse to shrink. Some nights we just sit in silence, comfortable and full. No need to fill the quiet, no need for words to pull us closer than we already are. That's the kind of peace that only comes from love, that's built on trust, not just release of temporary feelings. This is something more mature, something patient, something honest, something built to endure. The seasons life will bring us, the storms we'll have to face, knowing we'll come out still standing, still holding our space for each other without losing pieces of ourselves along the way. That's the kind of love I pray for, that's the kind I chose to stay and build a future with. Brick by brick, respect by respect. Love that heals instead of hurting. Love that don't neglect the individual inside the partnership we made. It's the love that taught me healing doesn't have to fade. In a compromise that cost you everything you are. Real love and respect together, that's the brightest star. Love and respect, hand in hand, that's the way we understand. Real love ain't about control, it's about honoring the soul. Love and respect, side by side, nothing here we gotta hide. Real love lifts you when you fall. Love and respect, that's it all. respect. That's it all.
Yeah, everybody looking for a hero on the screen somewhere. Meanwhile, real ones walking around the block, but nobody's aware. Of the teachers staying after hours, no extra pay involved. Just believing every kid's potential can be solved. With patience, with attention, with a hand that doesn't judge. The corner store owner giving credit, never holds a grudge against the family running short. Understands the game, understands that dignity don't come attached to fame. The old head on the stoop who mentors every troubled kid. Never asking for a title, never asking what he did to deserve the block's respect. Just showed up every day. That's the kind of quiet greatness that don't ever fade away. I've seen inspiration walking in some tired working boots. Seen it in a single mother chasing all her business roots. Late at night after the kids sleep, building something from the ground. That's the kind of hero energy that this whole block surrounds.
Oh, rising from the block we love. Ordinary turned above. Every hero's got a story written here in everyday glory. Inspiration all around. In the struggle, in the sound of a people rising strong. This is where our voice belongs.
I watched my auntie graduate at 45 years old, sitting in the front row, story finally being told the way she wanted it to read, degree up on the wall, proof that it's never too late to answer any call. I watched a girl from 3rd and Main become an engineer, first one in the family to make that dream appear real. She comes back every summer, teaches kids for free, says the block gave her the fire, now she's planting the same seed. I watched the boy who used to fight become a youth coach now, teaching kids to channel anger different ways, teaching how to turn frustration into fuel that builds instead of breaks. Every day inspiration, every day what greatness takes. These are the stories that don't make it to the evening news, but these the ones that raise us, these the ones we get to choose to follow, to remember, to become ourselves one day. Living proof that where you're from don't dictate where you'll stay. You don't have to lead a block to be a legend on it. Yeah. Now I understand that greatness ain't a far and distant thing. It's the barber cutting dreams in with every fade he brings. It's the pastor keeping faith alive through every kind of storm. It's the artist painting murals, keeping culture's colors warm. It's the kid who stayed in school despite the pressure to just fall. It's the mother sacrificing so her children can stand tall. It's every unnamed hero walking through these streets each day, building something out of nothing, finding beauty either way. I used to think I had to lead to find where greatness lives. Now I understand that greatness isn't what this whole block gives. To anyone who's paying close attention, who can see the magic hidden in the struggle in the community that raised me, taught me, shaped me into who I am today. I carry every lesson, every model, every way that someone showed me strength was possible despite it all. That's the greatest kind of inspiration, standing tall.
Rising from the block we love. Ordinary turned above. Every hero's got a story written here in everyday glory. Inspiration all around. In the struggle, in the sound of a people rising strong. This is where our voice belongs. Running. Oh, yeah. A long clock ringing before the sun even thinks to rise. Same routine every morning, same tired in my eyes. Work 40 hours just to barely cover what I owe. Feel like I'm running in a circle that don't ever slow down long enough to catch my breath, to catch my dreams. Feel like the whole system's built on more than what it seems. Designed to keep us busy, keep us tired, keep us small. Too exhausted after work to ever chase it all. The goals we had as children, the fire that we felt, before the bills, before the debt, before the cards were dealt. Started feeling like a maze with walls that never end. Working just to pay for surviving, not to transcend into something bigger, something built on my own terms. Watching interest pile up faster than the money earns. Wondering if this the life that I was meant to live, or just a cycle built to take much more than it can give. Oh, running, never still, chasing something, paying bills, trying to break the chains I feel, praying that this cycle heals. Find a way to break the mold, find a story yet untold, something more than what they gave, something more than just
Wake up, work, come home exhausted, do it all again. Same routine, my father lived his father back then. Wonder if we're built for something more than just survive. Wonder if the system's even meant for us to thrive. They tell you chase the dream, but never give you time to chase it. 40 hours minimum just to afford the space you're placed in. Rent goes up, the wage stays flat, the math don't never work. Feel like every step forward comes attached with extra hurt. I done watched the ones who made it look different than they say. Connections, luck, the capital that opened up their way. Meanwhile, we out here grinding, playing by Rick design. Told that hustle solves it all, but hustle needs more time than the system ever gives us. Needs more room to breathe and grow. Needs more than minimum wage. Dreams that never seem to flow into something sustainable, something built to last. Stuck between the present struggle and the future moving fast. Away from us, watching interest, watching prices climb, while the wage stays frozen solid like it's stuck in time.
The system wasn't built for us to win slow. It was built to keep us running in place.
Still I wake up every morning, still I fight to find a crack in the system's walls, a doorway. Any kind of hack to build something on the side, some skill, some hustle, some plan that could one day be the bridge between the corner and the land of actual freedom, actual choice, actual room to dream. Not just survive another paycheck, not just chase the steam of somebody else's vision while my own gets left behind. Learning finance, learning leverage, changing how I use my mind. Ain't no shame in working hard, but shame in staying stuck, believing that's the only road when other paths exist. My luck might change if I keep learning, keep building on the side. Every hour after work invested in my future, my pride. The system wasn't built for us, but we adapt, we learn the game. Find the loopholes, find the leverage, build a different kind of frame for what success can look like when the traditional roads close. Still we chase our freedom, still we chase what wasn't chose for us by birth. We claiming it through knowledge, through the grind. Different from the daily grind that keeps us stuck and redefined by somebody else's limits. We writing our own story now, breaking cycles, building futures, figuring the exit out somehow.
Running, never still, chasing something, paying bills, trying to break the chains I feel, praying that this cycle heals. Find a way to break the mold, find a story yet untold, something more than what they gave, something more than just the way.
After everything I've been through, after all the ones who left, still got a few real ones standing, still got a few who are definitely proven through the years, not just through the good times. Been there through the setbacks, been there through the hard climbs. Learn that loyalty ain't measured by how long you know somebody, it's measured by the actions when the situation's shoddy, when there ain't no cameras watching, when there's nothing to be gained. That's when you see who's genuine, who's really down to remain. My circle's small but solid, built on years of proven truth. Every one of them been tested, every one of them came through when I needed them the most. No hesitation, no delay. That's the kind of friendship money simply cannot repay. I used to chase a bigger circle, thought that meant I had it made. Now I understand that quality is worth more than parade of fake smiles and empty numbers, worth more than a crowded room. Real friends are the ones who be there past the party, past the boom.
To the real ones who stay through the storm, through the rain, value what you can't replace. Real ones stay, real ones stay. Grateful for the ones who true. Grateful I got friends like you. Loyalty's a gift, not a fate. Real ones stay, real ones stay. My best friend since we was kids still calls me every single week. Even when life gets hectic, even when the schedule's bleak. She showed up when my world was crumbling, no questions asked. Just presence, just support, just love that's built to last. I learned to cherish moments like these ones, not take for granted. The kind of friendship that feels rooted, feels like something planted. Deep enough to weather seasons, deep enough to hold its ground through every high and low that life's ever thrown around. I used to think that friendship meant a constant need to prove, but real ones don't need convincing, real ones simply move towards you when you need them, simple as that. No big display, that's the kind of quiet loyalty I treasure every day. Now I make sure that I show up the same way that she showed. For me, reciprocity's the way that real love sold into a friendship built to outlast trends and outlast time. That's the kind of wealth that no amount of money could define.
Not everybody meant to stay cherished. The ones who prove they will, yeah. I done lost friends to distance, lost some to just grow in separate ways. That's a different thing from loyalty, that's just life in all its phases. But the ones who stay through everything, through my worst and through my best, I hold them close, I show them love, I put their bond to the test of my own loyalty right back. Cause friendships give and take, not a one-sided commitment, not a favor or mistake. I check in when they struggling, I show up when they call. I understood too late in life that these bonds matter most of all, more than the chase for status, more than building up a name. Cause when it's all stripped down, the friends who stay become the frame that holds the picture of a life that's rich beyond the bank. Real friendship is a currency, and I give thanks to every single one who proved themselves through time, not talk. To everyone who matched my energy, who matched my walk through hardship and through triumph, through the silence and the noise. Real ones stay, and that's a kind of wealth, a kind of joy.
To the real ones who stay through the storm, through the rain, through the ride, you what you can't replace. Real ones stay, real ones stay. Grateful for the ones who true, grateful I got friends like you. Loyalty's a gift, not a fate. Real ones stay, real ones stay. Real ones stay. Ooh, yeah.
Yo, comfort is a trap dressed up, looking like a win. Learn that staying still just means the growth can't begin. I ain't chasing perfect, just a version better than the one I was last year. That's the only race I plan to run against myself. No comparison to nobody, just a daily conversation with the man inside my body, asking, did you push today? Did you stretch beyond the line that you drew yesterday? Cause comfort ain't a friend of mine. I got people counting on me, watching how I move. Every step I take today is setting up the groove for someone else to follow, someone smaller, watch it close. Learning that you never stop, that's the lesson that hits close to home. When I remember why I grind the way I do, not for me alone no more, it's for the future coming through my bloodline, my community, the ones who standing near. That's the fuel that keeps me pushing even when the path's unclear.
Never settle, always grow. Every day another goal. For myself and for my own. Building something, building home. Progress is a promise kept. Every step, no matter how small step, moves me closer, moves us all. Never settle. Stand up tall. I look at my reflection, ask if I'm still growing strong. Ask if comfort's creeping in, disguising something wrong. Called good enough, cause good enough can be a quiet cage that keeps you feeling safe while life keeps turning every page. Without you, I refuse to let that happen. Refuse to shrink into a version of myself that's scared to even think. Bigger than my circumstances, bigger than my past. I'm building something generational, something built to last. For my daughters watching closely, learning what I demonstrate. Not through the words I speak, but through the choices, through the weight I carry with intention. Through the hustle they can see, teaching them that growth's a muscle. Teaching them to be relentless in pursuing better, kind but never soft on settling for less than what your spirit's asking. Oft times we get comfortable with pain we know too well. Growth means walking forward even when it's hard to tell.
Comfort feels safe, but safety and growth rarely live in the same room. I think about the ones who came before me, sacrificed everything so I could stand here, chasing paradise on my own terms, in my own way. And honestly, I feel the weight of that inheritance, the weight of what is real. Progress ain't a moment, it's a habit, it's a choice. Made repeatedly when doubt is loudest, when the voice inside says you did enough today, you can relax. I learned the ones who win keep pushing past that mental max. Every book I read, every skill I sharpen, every hour invested in myself becomes a legacy, becomes power. Passed down to the ones who watch and learning from my walk. Actions speak way louder than any promise, than any talk. I ain't finished, never will be, that's the beauty of the climb. Every version of myself surpassed by one more refined. Not for validation, not for likes, empty praise. For the family I'm building, for the better coming day.
Never settle, always grow. Every day another goal. For myself and for my own. Building something, building home. Progress is a promise kept. Every step, no matter how small step, moves me closer, moves us all. Never settle. Stand up tall.
to dream of freedom like it's something far away. Chasing after concepts I ain't even know to say. Now I understand it ain't a destination, it's a choice. Made every single morning when I listen to my voice instead of everybody else's noise about who I should be. Freedom is deciding what my own eyes get to see. As success is purpose, as a life that feels complete, not the version handed to me. Not a forced repeat of somebody's expectations dressed up as advice. Freedom is the power to determine my own price. For happiness, for peace, for how I spend my given time. Not trading all my hours for a dollar and a dime. I built my own foundation, brick by choice, not brick by chance. Every risk I took in freedom gave my life a chance to breathe beyond the limits that were handed down to me. Now I walk in my own purpose, now I finally feel free.
Oh, free to be, free to fly, free to live before I die. On my own terms, on my own time. This freedom finally mine. Free to love, free to grow, free to be my own hero. No more chains, no more walls. Free to stand, free to fall. I spent years living for approval, living for the nod of everyone around me, living like their voice was God. Over my own decisions, over my own destiny. Then I woke up one day asking who I'm meant to be, for me and not for everybody, watching everybody's eyes. Started making choices that felt true, despite the ties to tradition, the expectation to the roles they gave. Learned that real freedom sometimes means being brave, enough to disappoint the ones who wanted me to stay small and comfortable and quiet in the same old way. Now I speak my mind, I chase my dreams without the fear of judgment holding back the woman that I'm meant to be here. Freedom looks like waking up excited for the day. Freedom looks like choosing peace over the price they say you have to pay for happiness. Freedom is the art of living fully, loving deeply, guided by your heart.
Freedom isn't given, it's built, choice by choice, day by day, yeah. Now when I look back at the struggles at the corridors of doubt and pressure at the closed and heavy doors, I understand each one prepared me for the key I hold. Freedom ain't a fairy tale, it's courage, it's being bold enough to build a life that don't require permission from nobody but myself. That's the ultimate position I fought for, bled for, sacrificed for through the years. Freedom tastes like sweetness after everything, after tears. I'm free to rest without the guilt, free to work without the chains, free to love wide open, free to feel through joy and pains without apology, without shrinking who I am. Freedom is the culmination of every single plan I made to break the cycles that tried to hold me down. Freedom is a crown, I built myself my own crown. No king handed it to me, no system gave it free. I claimed it through the struggle, now I'm finally free to be.
Free to be, free to fly, free to live before I die. On my own terms, on my own time. This freedom finally mine. Free to love, free to grow, free to be my own hero. No more chains, no more walls. Free to stand, free to fall.
Yeah. Yeah. Every 4 years the trucks roll through with flags and promises, smiling faces handing out shirts, hats, and false honesties. Vote for me, I fix the schools, I fix the broken streets. Then the votes get counted and the promises retreat back into the offices we never get to see. Behind the closed doors where the real decisions be made about our futures without asking what we need. Made by people who ain't never had to plant a seed. This soil this hard, ain't never had to stretch a check this thin. Ain't never had to choose between the light bill and the winter. Feeding your own children something more than bread and rice. Talking policy for mansions while we paying twice the price for basic living that they take for granted free. They see us on the news but they don't ever really see the struggle, just the statistics, just the votes we represent. Numbers on a spreadsheet, not the lives that time is spent.
They don't see us, they don't hear empty promises year after year. We the ones who built this ground. Where's our voice? Where's the sound? Looking up, but no one's there. Politicians, do you care? We deserve more than a lie. Time to open up your eyes.
I watch my school get less each year while budgets climb for other things. Watch the potholes multiply while campaign season always brings new paint for the courthouse steps, but not for where we live. Learned early that their promises are theirs to take, not give. I studied all the policies, learned how the systems run. Realized the disconnect ain't accidental, it's begun by design to keep the ones who struggling in the dark. While decisions about our lives get made, we're just a passing mark on a campaign trail that only visits once every few years. Never comes back after winning, never wipes away our tears or fixes what was broken or invests in what we need. Just collects our votes like currency, then plants another seed of empty hope for next election. Next round of the same. I'm done waiting for the saviors, them playing alone the game. We gotta build our own solutions, community by hand, cause waiting on the ones in power, that's a losing stand. They ask for our vote every 4 years. We need more than that every single day. I ain't naive to think one song's gonna change the whole design, but silence never fixed the system. Silence drew the line that kept us quiet, kept us patient, kept us waiting still, while the ones in power kept on climbing, kept on getting they fill of power, wealth, and comfort built on top of our own backs. I'm done pretending that the speeches filling all the cracks in the roads we drive, the schools we send our children to. Real change starts with us refusing to accept what's due to us as an afterthought. We demand a seat at the table, not just a photo op, not just a headline, not a label. We the ones who built this city, brick by sweat, by blood, by pain. We deserve investment, not just promises again and again. I'm raising up my voice for every block they overlook, for every community whose story never made the book. In history they teach in schools that don't include our fight. We see you and we won't stay silent, we demand what's right.
They don't see us, they don't hear empty promises year after year. We the ones who built this ground. Where's our voice, where's the sound? Looking up, but no one's there. Politicians, do you care? We deserve more than a lie. Time to open up your eyes.
Yo, betrayal wears 1,000 faces, not just the one you know. Sometimes it's the company that worked your father to the bone, then let him go without a pension after 30 years. Called it restructuring, ignore the silent tears. Sometimes it's the system that promised us protection care, then leaves us stranded when the storm hits, when there's nothing there to catch us but ourselves, our neighbors, our own hands. Learn that institutions built on paper, not on plans, that actually protect the people they claim to represent. Sometimes betrayal is a contract, sometimes it's rent that doubles overnight with no explanation, no repair for the promises that brought you to that building, to that square, for the space you called a home before the prices climb. Betrayal ain't just personal, it's systemic, it's a crime dressed up in legal language, dressed up in a corporate tie. Still the same result, you trusted something built to justify its own survival over yours. That's the deepest kind of cut, when the ones who meant to serve you treat you like you're just a nut and bolt inside a bigger machine that doesn't see your face. Just a number, just a statistic, just a placeholder, a case.
So many faces, so much pain. Trust gets broken again and again. Learning who to lean upon in a world where trust is gone. Still we search for what is real. Still we search for what we feel deserves the faith we choose to give.
Yeah, betrayal online looks different. Filtered smiles, curated lies, people claiming friendship, disappearing when the drama flies. Comment sections full of strangers judging lives they'll never live. Betrayal in the like button and the follows they won't give. Back when you needed real support, just needed real support. Sometimes betrayal is a friend group turning to a court of public opinion, turning your own story into gossip fuel. Learn that closeness online is different from a bond that's real. Sometimes betrayal is the doctor who dismisses dismiss the pain you felt. Sometimes it's the teacher who assumed the worst before they dealt with understanding. Sometimes it's the cop who profiled first before they knew your story, before they knew you weren't the worst. Sometimes betrayal is a mirror when we turn on our own kind. Community and fighting when the real enemy's designed to keep us fighting each other while the system stay in place. Learn that healing this betrayal starts with looking at our face. Betrayal isn't always a person. Sometimes it's a system wearing a friendly mask. I learned betrayal comes in contracts, comes in policy and law, comes in silence when injustice happens right before your jaw. Yeah, drops in disbelief and everyone around just looks away. That's betrayal too. The silence, they're not my problem, they display. Yeah, I learned to spot it now in places I ain't looked before. And algorithms feeding anger cause it profits more than feeding truth in headlines. Built to split us and divide. Betrayals evolved past just a person switching sides. Now it's baked into the systems we depend on every day. Learn to question everything, learn to find another way to build trust from the ground up. With community, with truth, with people proving loyalty through action, not just youth. Spent believing in the person just because we share the name. Real trust gets earned through consistency, not through the fame or comfort or familiarity. I'm learning who's sincere by what they do when no one's watching. That's how trust gets clear.
So many faces, so much pain. Oh, trust gets broken again and again. Oh, learning who to lean upon in a world where trust is gone. Still we search for what is real. Deserves the faith we choose to give. Oh, in a world we're learning to live. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people spend more energy on watching what you do than they ever spend on building something for themselves too. Counting all your moves, keeping score on your success. Meanwhile, they own potential sitting there in emptiness. I used to let it bother me, the whispers, the side eyes. Now I understand that envy's just insecurity in disguise. Somebody comfortable can't be bothered watching you. They too busy chasing what they meant to chase and do. I ain't got the time to worry about who's watching what I build. Every hour spent on envy is an hour that could've filled my own cup up higher. Could've been another brick I lay toward the vision that I'm building brick by brick, day by day. Let them watch, let them talk, let them wonder how I move, why they calculating my success. I'm in the groove of my own lane, my own pace, my own personal race. Ain't no room for envy when you're focused on your space.
Build, don't envy, rise, don't fall. Oy, focus on your own recall of the vision that you hold, of the vision that you hold. Watch your story still unfold. They can watch, or they can build. Choice is theirs, my path is filled with my purpose, with my drive, building dreams, staying alive. I remember when they used to talk about me behind closed doors. Hey, jealous of the hustle, jealous of the path I chose. Why they stay comfortable in comfort zones they built from fear. I kept moving forward, kept my vision crystal clear.
Learn that envy's just a mirror showing what someone lacks. Confidence to chase their own dreams, so they focus on attacks toward the ones who moving forward, toward the ones who dare to bet on their own potential, dare to go somewhere. I don't shrink myself for comfort of the ones who feel behind. I keep building, keep expanding, keep evolving my own mind. Not from arrogance, from purpose, not to prove a point to them, just to honor the potential living deep inside of them. I show up as an example, not to rub it in their face. Show up hoping they find courage to go chase their own space. In this world there's enough success for everyone to claim. Envy just keeps people stuck inside a losing game. While they watching what you're doing, keep doing it anyway. I remember struggling, remember when nobody clapped. Now that I'm building something real, watch the energy adapt. In the whispers, in the comments, in the subtle jealous shade from the same ones who ain't clapping when the sacrifice was made. I don't hold it against them, understand it comes from lack of belief in their potential, so they focus their attack on mine instead of building theirs. I send them love, not hate, cause bitterness just multiplies and I refuse that fate. I stay focused on my mission, stay focused on my why. Every hour spent on envy is an hour wasted. I'd rather invest that time in growth and purpose in my craft, rather build a legacy that outlives every laugh they threw my way when I was starting, every doubt, every jeer. Now I'm standing taller and the message here is clear. You can watch me climbing envy or you climb your own way too. There's room enough for both of us, that's the real breakthrough.
Build, don't envy, rise, don't fall. Focus on your own recall of the vision that you hold, of the vision that you hold. Watch your story still unfold. They can watch or they can build. Choice is theirs, my path is filled with my purpose, with my drive, building dreams, staying alive. Staying alive. Oh. Oh.
My word is all I really got when everything's stripped bare. No title, no possession worth as much as what I swear I do. My father taught me that a man's name is his bond. Break it once, you spend a lifetime trying to respond to the damage, trying to rebuild what took one lie to break. Learn that speaking careless words is a costly mistake that echoes longer than you think, that follows you around. Learn to measure every promise before I let it sound out into the world. Cause once it's spoken, it's a debt I owe to everyone who heard it, everyone I met. With that commitment in my mouth, I carry it like weight, heavier than any physical thing. I gotta carry straight up, no matter how it costs me, no matter how it hurts. Cause a man who breaks his word repeatedly, he first breaks trust in his own mirror, breaks the man he claims to be. That's the kind of failure deeper than what others get to see. A man of my word, I stand. Every promise, every plan, what I speak, I'll make it true. That's the man I'm building to. No room for empty talk from me. Integrity's my legacy. Speak it once and I'll deliver. That's a promise I won't shiver. Yo, I watched men in my life talk big and never follow through. Watch the disappointment that it left on people who believed in what they said, who built their hope on hollow ground. Told myself I'd rather speak in silence, speak in sound only when I'm certain I can carry what I claim. Rather under-promise and deliver more than play the game of empty talk that impresses in the moment fades away. Leaves you looking smaller every single time you stray from what you said you do. My son is watching how I move, watching if my actions ever contradict, disprove the words that leave my mouth. I carry that responsibility, heavier than any other kind of masculinity. They taught us growing up the strength ain't in the volume of your voice, it's in the weight you work and carry. That's the real choice that defines a man. Not how loud, not how tough you seem. It's whether what you promise turns to actual, not just a dream. A man's word is the last thing they can never take from him, unless he gives it away himself. I failed before, I'll admit it. Broke a promise here and there. Learned the weight of that mistake. Learn that words ain't always fair. Game to play but carelessly. Learn to think before I speak. Learn that silence beats a promise that I know I can't keep. Now every word I speak I measure like it's gold I'm spending. Cause a reputation built on trust don't have no happy ending. If you treat your word like currency you print without a care. Learn that real respect is earned by what you're willing to bear. The consequence of willing to stand behind even when it's hard. Even when keeping promises costs more than a discount card would ever cover. That's when character reveals its face. When keeping word gets costly, that's the truest test of grace. I'm building something that outlives me, building a legacy where my children's children know that when I spoke that's how it be. No matter what, my words stood solid, stood the test of time. That's the man I'm striving to become, that peak I aim to climb.
A man of my word, I stand. Every promise, every plan, what I speak, I make it true. That's the man I'm building to. No room for empty talk from me. Integrity's
giver.
Yeah. 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 Walked into the studio, saw a session running late. Young voice on the mic, talking about escaping fate. Same energy I had when I first found my sound. Same fire, same hunger, but with better ground to stand on. Remember planting seeds without knowing what will grow. Remember opening doors, not fully knowing where to go. 5 years later, watching kids I used to mentor turn their own pain into art, turn a struggle to a center of gravity, your purpose of a different kind of way to process what the block gave without letting it decay into something bitter, something that just repeats the cost. Watching seeds turn into forests that were never lost. It's the part of the story money can't buy alone. It's the return on investment better than any loan. Watching purpose multiply through every life is touched. Concrete roots growing wider, growing strong, growing much.
Seeds we planted, look how they grow. Every life we touch becomes a brand new flow. Didn't know back then what the harvest would be. Seeds we planted, now it's plain to see. Seeds we planted, roots reaching wide. Every kid we lift is standing tall with pride. It's the real legacy, more than any name. Seeds we plant, watch them catch the flame.
I was 16, angry, lost inside my own head. Found that studio door, found a different path instead of the one everybody expected me to walk. Found a mentor who actually took the time to talk about my story, not just my potential on a page. Helped me turn my anger into rhythm in the stage. Presence I ain't know I had until he gave me room. Told me your story matters, pulled me out the gloom. Now I got my own students, now I pay it forward too. Same energy he gave me, giving it back through. A whole new generation finding voice through pain. Seeds he planted in me, now I plant the same. I used to think the block only knew how to take. Now I know it's capable of giving up the change that happens when somebody just believes you're worth the time. That's the real legacy, more valuable than any rhyme.
You don't always see the tree you plant. Sometimes you just have to trust the seed. Yeah. Heard the album dropping, heard a story on the mic, heard the same foundation that gave me my own light. Not giving light to somebody else down the line. It's the real success, this the real design. Not the change, not the houses, not the numbers in the bank, but the way a single opportunity could break a plank off the bridge between struggle and a brighter way. Seeds we planted years ago, blooming here today. Every kid that walks through that same studio door carries a piece of the block, carries a little more hope than the one before them. Building something whole, concrete roots don't just survive, they multiply the soul. This the chapter of the album where the purpose shows, where the money and the pain finally start to compose. Something bigger than myself, something built to last. Seeds we planted in the present, growing past the past.
Seeds we planted, look how they grow. Every life we touch becomes a brand new flow. Didn't know back then what the harvest would be. Seeds we planted, now it's plain to see. Seeds we planted, roots reaching wide. Every kid we lift is standing tall with pride. It's the real legacy, more than any name. Seeds we plant, watch them catch the flame.